Hey everyone, I'm here with my favorite video to make. Favorites. So let's get into it. First of all, I think I've worn this at least once, if not twice, and I'm wearing it again because it's a favorite thing. I love it. It is from Steinmart. You've seen pictures of me in it. I can't stop wearing it. Steinmart is not a new favorite, a newly discovered favorite. I ran in for something else and they have really cute stuff and it's very affordable. And this was not supposed to be part of the video, but I just wanted to mention it. And you can order online. So there you go. All right, let's get into the actual favorites. Beauty. Let's start with beauty. Sorry, I am really loopy. I had major insomnia last night. My eyeballs popped open at 2. Of course, I fell asleep at like 6:30 and had to be up at 7:30. Anyway, so I'm going on like very little sleep. Let's start with beauty. I meant to put this in last month's favorites, forgot. Here we are, still wearing it all through the month of September. This is an oldie but a goodie, the Lorac palette. The Lorac, which palette? Unzipped palette. Not the gold one. I do like the gold and have the gold, but this, the original, it's so perfect for fall. It's all of these beautiful plums and purples and sort of light champagne-y colors. I'm wearing it right now. It's such a beautiful, easy palette. I feel like it is a little more wearable than the gold one. This is the one I reach for more often. It's still available. It's still beautiful. Lots of ways to wear it. Good mix of, I'd say, mattes and more like metallic-y, sort of soft, satiny, shimmery shades. Love this palette. It's beautiful. A new favorite that I can't stop wearing. This was sent to me in PR. It's from the brand Wander Beauty. One of my all-time favorite foundations is their Nude Illusion foundation, but this is a bronzer blush duo, and the blush is nice. I like it. I'm actually wearing it right now, but the bronzer is outstanding. Now this is the shade Bellini and Costa Ray. There is a darker combo if you have more darker skin. This is the most velvety, soft, blendable bronzer I have ever worn. This is what I brought with me to Vermont. This is all that I wore the entire trip, the only bronzer blush combo I wore. Michael kept commenting on how glowy, that might not be the word he used, but basically glowy and tan I looked, and it was this. It's what I'm wearing right now. It is, I can't stop wearing it. I love it. You have to give this a try. You can see how much I've been wearing it. And to go along with that, this highlighter, which I am also wearing right now, and you can really build this up and make it, you know, a beam of light shining out of your cheekbones, but like today, it's pretty subtle, and it's the Maybelline Master Chrome Jelly Highlighter. I have it in the shade Metallic Rose. You've seen me use it before. It is really, really hot in here right now, and it sort of melted a little bit. I would say that's my own, it like literally collapsed on itself. Like, I don't know if you can see the crater like divot in there. Normally, it kind of poofs up to the top, but it just got really hot as of filming, and I think the ring light I have going on here sort of melted it. But anyway, this is the most beautiful sheen. It's not glittery. It's not, it says metallic, but it's not really. It's just this beautiful luminosity to the cheekbones. You could dot it anywhere you want, really. My favorite way to apply it, just dot it on the cheeks with a finger and take like a flat top foundation brush and just gently kind of buff and pat it in. You can use your finger and pat it in that way as well. Wears all day. I put it right on top of powder. You can layer it on top of your foundation, under powder, over powder. Very versatile, and I love it. There's also more of a true gold shade that you can get as well. Speaking of melting, as I'm filming this, the heat index is 104, and my hair just went, everything is melting. Where is fall? Okay, so speaking of fall, not physically being here yet, obviously, you need to wear sunscreen year-round, and strangely, I feel like I need sunscreen more in the cooler months because that's when I actually go outside. I sort of hide from the sun in the summer months, and I'm outside and more active as the temperature lowers. And I've been using this. This was given to me by the people at the Trish McEvoy counter here at our local Nordstrom, but I didn't start using this, maybe it's been a couple months now. It's the Trish McEvoy Beauty Booster Cream with SPF 30, and I've been using this every day, about 6 weeks or so, and I love this. It's a moisturizer. It's described as an enriched primer. Obviously, it has the SPF 30. It gives me that extra boost of moisturizer. It acts as a primer and the SPF all in one. My makeup just glides on. I like the added SPF. This is what I've been using, like I said, every day for at least 6 weeks. No reaction with my skin, which to me is the most important thing. and I absolutely love it. And it definitely gives my skin just a little extra luminosity without any kind of white cast that I can see. But then you're dealing with this pigmentation, so it's kind of hard to discern, but I really, really enjoy it. I will warn you, it is on the pricier side. So yes, there are more budget-friendly alternatives, but if that is not as much of a concern for you, I've been really, really happy with this. And I know this is one of their big sellers. Sticking with the more luxury side of things, I talked about this in my luxury lip product haul. This is the Clé de Peau lip product whose full name escapes me, but I love it. It's that kind of like lip balm in a stick. I am wearing it right now. I have it in the shade Old Rose, and I brought a few lipsticks with me on my trip to Vermont, but this was pretty much the only one that I wore every single day. It's super moisturizing. It feels heavenly on the lips. This particular shade, you don't have to look in a mirror. You literally just, like I just did, slap it on. It was great on the plane. It acted, like as a lip balm with tint to it. I definitely want to get more. Like I mentioned in the video that I did on this, make sure you don't over click it because you can't retract it. That is the one negative I would say about this product. But I love how slim it is. I like that you can see the shade at the bottom. It's absolutely beautiful. Now I have heard that there's a dupe for this at Sephora. I haven't seen it or tested it for myself. A couple of you mentioned it. So if you have any experience with that, let me know. I definitely want to test that out because, like I said, not particularly budget friendly. So if there is an option that's really, really close, I definitely want to explore that. And speaking of more budget friendly, I want to talk about the nail polish that I have on my hands. I love Sally Hansen nail polish, have for years. This is one of their newer options. Now, I get asked this all the time, what do you have on your nails? Right now I have broken nails, but these are good old-fashioned acrylics, like pink and whites, but mine are just pink. I get them filled in every 2 weeks, and this is just regular nail polish on top. And the nail polish I'm wearing today is the Sally Hansen Color Therapy. What's unique about this is it has argan oil in it. Not really gonna do anything for me personally because these are not real, but if you put them on your own natural nails, it's supposed to help do something to them. I just bought it because I like the color. And this color it's called Slate Escape. And if you see this, I have a pretty extensive nail polish collection between being on Zoya's PR list and sometimes Essie sends me some, and then pretty much every time I walk into a drugstore, I'll pick up a nail polish for no real good reason. I have a lot of them. So I found these, actually, let me show you this, on Amazon a long time ago, and I just keep buying more. They're little nail tips, and they have a little ring on the back, like that, and you can just paint them with the nail polish, and then they fasten to a nail polish bottle, so you can see what the color is going to be, because sometimes the color in the bottle isn't exactly the same shade as when you paint it. So just an aside, gotta love Amazon. Anyway, love Slate Escape. I love gray in the fall, so that's what I've been wearing at least half this month. And then to finish out beauty, this is kind of beauty related. I want to do a follow-up on this razor. This is the Joy razor. You can get them at Walmart. I did a video not just about the razor, but a bunch of favorite beauty products that I could find at Walmart back in August. And Walmart reached out to me and asked me to do a video doing a follow-up on this. And I said, that's kind of a whole video talking about a razor. It's a little much. I did do a blog post because I did feel like a follow-up was in order because there was something to talk about. I will link to the blog post up here and down there because I had a little story to tell. I love this razor. You can read all about that. I've talked about it, whatever. But I was noticing that it was getting dull faster than it should have. I don't know how this got brought up in conversation with my husband, Michael, but he was like, yeah, I know, it's a great razor. I go, what are you talking about? He saw it in the shower and thought, wow, I like this little small head. It's probably really good for getting in like the nooks and crannies on my face. He'd been using it in the shower to shave his face every day. So I went back to Walmart. I got him a teal one, very manly color, and kept the pink one for myself and got replacement heads. So now we're both using Joy razors. He likes it for the same reason I do, except he's not shaving his legs with it. He's shaving his face. I'm shaving other parts of my body with it. I love this thing. He also liked the non-slip, I should say, definitely sticky, non-slip razor. I thought it was a funny story. wrote a blog post about it. Not sure that's what Walmart was looking for, but that's what they got. All right, let's move on to like random other stuff. I keep talking about my trip to Vermont. Are you sick of it yet? Something that is new from Erin, well, is it new? I don't know if it's new to me, from Erin Condren. She has these petite journals. That's not new. There's a bunch of new options. One of the ones that I picked was the travel journal. This thing is so cool. Inside this journal is an opportunity to kind of plan and then keep track of quite a few trips. So this was a way for me to be organized, or attempt to be organized, about our trip. So this was the plan for Vermont, and it gave me the opportunity to write down things like our flight, confirmation numbers, the rental car and the confirmation number, hotel, contact numbers. There's a packing list in here, toiletries. And then the next page, it has like landmarks, places to visit, broken down by entertainment, landmarks, shops, restaurants. Had a very quick overview of a trip itinerary, day by like 7-day trip itinerary, just highlights. Here's a quick little close-up of our first full day. I had every intention of filling out our expenses, but got a little sidetracked. But it has enough for every single day. And then there are quite a few pages to keep on going, track of weather, outfit, and all that good stuff. There are stickers in the back. And then at the very end, there's like blank pages and things to plan for next time. I love this thing. They just keep coming up with more and more fun things. And it's small and thin and flexible. You can get one of those. They have those leather things that you can bind a bunch of these together, but I like this by itself, and I can tuck it into a purse or my carry-on bag or whatever. I kept it in the drawer in the nightstand next to my bed, and I would just write in it first thing in the morning and then right when I hopped into bed and update it. And it's just a way to keep track of the interesting people we met and the things that we did, and it is something that I can keep forever. So it's kind of cool. Let's talk about some clothes before we end with like books and TV shows and stuff. So this, I will insert some pictures, but this cardigan by Sofia Vergara from the Walmart clothing line, oh my gosh. This Evil Eye cardigan, look at this. It is so soft. It is the most beautiful, perfect olive green color. It's got these beautiful pockets. It's everything you would want or need in a cardigan for fall. It is perfection. It comes, I think, in gray as well, but this olive green, I love it. I love it so much. I was complimented on it constantly when I wore it recently. I hate to say it, but I'm going to. In Vermont, because where I live, I cannot yet wear this. It was perfect up there. I absolutely loved it. I cannot stress enough, when I pulled this out of the box, I ordered it online, and when it arrived at my house, because it's only available online, when it came to my house and I pulled it out of the box, I could not stop petting it. It is incredible. Words do not describe it. It feels so expensive, but it's from Walmart, so clearly it is not. Anyway, so impressed with this. You've got to love it. Okay, since we are talking about Walmart, there is something that I want to say. When I was in the store buying what I'm about to show you, I was sitting next to a young woman. She was probably in her early 20s, just barely out of college probably, and we were actually trying on the same pair of shoes. And she was really excited to find these shoes because she had talked about, we were talking about the shoes, as you do when you're trying on clothes with other women. And she was really excited because she said she'd just gotten her first job, and she was living on a really, really tight budget, and it was really hard just to make rent and bills and all that stuff, and getting extra clothes was just not in her budget. And she sees things on the internet, people talking about budget friendly, and $30, $40 pair of shoes is not in her budget. But a $10 pair of shoes like these is. And it made me realize that, of course I love to shop at Nordstrom, and I love recommending, anything that I would personally buy. I'm never going to recommend something new that I wouldn't pay my own money for. But all of our budgets are different. And so it's important that I offer you a variety. And so I am thrilled and honored that I am able to work with brands like Nordstrom that have price points at a very high end and a reasonable end. And then that I can also work with brands like Walmart that do carry premium brands online, but also carry really awesome, really fashionable shoes that are about $10. And so I want to tell you about these shoes. That's why these are in my favorite things for September. I wore these shoes all over southern Vermont. I traipsed up to the top of the Bennington Monument in these things. I wore them on the plane. They are incredible. My only complaint that they don't come in more colors. I talked about them before, so I'm gonna not take up too much more of your time, but these are amazing. The memory foam insoles, love them. And sticking with my shoe theme, these as well. I love them. And I went back and looked at the black shoes in person again, and I don't know why I didn't buy them. They're actually really nice in person. I thought they were different, but I really am partial to the pink faux suede. If you haven't grabbed these yet, you can get them in store, snatch them up. They do sell out of their shoes pretty quickly. And then the last clothing thing I want to talk about, I bought this Barefoot Dreams like lounge shirt thing last summer when I went to Charleston, and actually bought them at Gwynn's. You've seen that store in Southern Charm. It was a little Southern Charm thing. And then I finally snatched up the matching pants, which are kind of hard to see. These, just a drawstring waist, and I didn't end up getting the joggers because I couldn't find them in the matching color anywhere. They just are like a, kind of like a straight to wide leg. They're the Cozy Chic light material. I got these from Red Dress. They were having a sale, so I actually they carry Barefoot Dreams, and they have sales, so you can get them on sale, which is very hard to find. So if you're looking for Barefoot Dreams, shop Red Dress. Anyway, thank God I could go to Vermont, where it was in the 40s at night, and I could wear them. Yes. Okay, I will stop it, but that trip was insanely magical and wonderful, and I loved it. So I'm gonna just sprinkle it in a few more times over the next couple of days. Sorry, it was incredible. All right, next few favorites, and then I will let you go, or I guess you could click out if you're sick of me. Books. The Bookish Life of Nina Hill. Absolutely loved it. I read it on my trip. I'm sorry. I read it on my trip. I sat on that back deck looking at mountains and read that book and laughed out loud, and strangers looked at me like I was a crazy person. Might be, but I really enjoyed that book so much. I want to go and read her other books now. I'll list that in the description box. Also, I meant to mention this in my August favorites. Is it on Netflix or Amazon? Shoot, I can't remember. Mindhunters, or is it Mindhunt? I think it's Mindhunters. It is 2 seasons, and it is about the beginning of the behavioral sciences unit at the FBI. They interview serial killers. It's pretty amazing. And now we're kind of bereft. I know you gave us a lot of suggestions for other series on Netflix and Amazon, but nothing is filling that void yet. I'm just not getting into anything like I got into Mindhunters, so still looking. Keep those suggestions coming. One last thing, so that I can actually read the books. When my eyes get tired, even though I buy focal contact lenses, sometimes I need these, and because I've been spending so much time in front of the computer editing, Chico's gave me these. They did a collaboration with Peepers, and they are slowly releasing more of these, so I'm not sure if this exact pair is on the site or not, but I'll put a link to the collection below. These are actually both reading glasses, or if you get them at a really low, I don't want to say prescription, but a really low strength, which is what I did. These are actually more, they're blue light blockers as well. So I use them less for the reading part, and more for just when I'm sitting in front of a computer screen or reading on my iPad for the blue light blocking thing. They're kind of huge, but I kind of like them. I mean, I don't think I would like walk around as regular glasses, but for computer work, they're kind of awesome. Obviously, they're not anti-reflective. But yeah, these are the Chico's Peepers collab. They have a bunch of different frames, different sizes, different strengths, depending on your needs. But if you're looking for just the blue light blocking capability, it's just the +1, which is pretty fabulous. One of the reasons that I love this particular pair over, say, Diff, I love me a pair of Diff sunglasses, but they're like about $70, $80. And Chico's run, I want to say between less than 40, somewhere around 30 maybe. So there's quite a, significant price cut. And if you're only wearing these for, the blue light thing, then, maybe you don't need to invest that much. So yeah, I like them. All right, those were my September favorites. This video went on far too long. I apologize. October is going to be an incredibly busy month, so bear with me. We are actually going to be traveling almost half the month, not continuously, but popping in and out. So maybe filming from some unusual locations. Not sure how this is going to work. Be patient with me. Hope everyone is doing well. Make sure you are subscribed and following me on Instagram, because then you'll know where I am at any given moment, hopefully. Thank you so much for watching. Thank you for choosing to spend time with me today, a little bit longer than usual, and I will see you in the next video. Bye-bye.